video is talking about the new Tesla update and why I think it's a lot better now than it was before. Plus, there's so many different features like the zoom, dog mode, etc. So let's get into the video now. The update is 2022.44.25.1. So for Apple Music, Zoom meetings, and dog mode, you do need the premium connectivity. I believe with Apple Music, you could get away with using the subscription, but for the other ones, you do need on board. So if you don't have that, it's only $9.99 a month. It's totally worth it. I highly suggest you get it, so get it. All you have to do is just connect through a QR code, right? With your mobile device, you log in with your Apple ID and you're good to go. So the feature I'm really excited for is Zoom, because if you know anything about me, I do a lot of work on the road and a lot of work from home, and that does involve Zoom meetings. But sometimes I don't want to sit there and hold my phone or laptop while I'm sitting in the car, or I have to go into a busy Starbucks where it's loud, people got to hear my conversations. So this being the next step within, Tesla makes it that much more better for me as at least a business person who's always on the road. So if you're wondering, yes, you can use your onboard camera. Now, I will show you how this works because it's probably not the best quality, but you're not really hopping on these Zoom calls for the best quality. You're doing it mainly for, hey, I'm available, I can use my car. So let me just log into my Zoom. I already did the login stuff because I don't want to sit there and walk through how to log in everything, because you guys know how to do that. You're gonna have to go to your email though and do a verification code, but that's about it. When you hit start meeting, I noticed the first thing, you don't really have a lot of options. But as you can see, there is some options here: start video, unmute, and participant. But normally on your phone or your laptop, you could go to participant and you could actually invite people. But on the onboard Zoom, at least as of right now, until maybe this update comes out again, but it's really just joining and then leaving. You can't really have any customizations. There is no blur background or filters or different audio devices you could use or anything. If you want to use a different device or anything, you can't do that. It's just on board. So the first one we'll do, we don't have to do microphone, but you just tap it and I'm pretty sure it picks up somewhere on the speaker here, but we don't need to worry about that. But the video, this is the cool part. What's up? This is my camera, that's neutrally, and that's my baby. Now my baby is not in the seat, so we're good, but I'm looking right here. This is where the camera's coming from. And this part is so cool because it's not the best quality, but hey, if I'm, sitting here doing a call, I'm kind of interested in doing the call, right? Now, one thing I do kind of dislike, I don't know if this is the full picture or what, but I have to lean all the way over here in order for them to see me. So maybe there's a wider picture, but it's not letting me go over there yet. So I'll have to see if that's just an update, if there's something to do around that, but I have to lean here. That's kind of annoying. So Elon, in the next update, maybe we could make the screen full or something like that. I wonder if you could do this while driving. Let's see real quick. I don't know if you can do this while driving, but let me drive. Nope, you can't. Okay, you can't do it while driving, but it's pretty cool that this is even a feature, that this is even available, right? Turn on this, have your meeting. If anything, take your meeting in the back seat, right? The back seat's super comfortable. It's enjoyable. You have plenty of space and you can do that. So that's one thing. But if you just need to be heard, you can just do this, keep the microphone on and continue with your call if you don't want to show your video. As I mentioned, there is that join option, right? So this is mainly like, hey, what's the meeting ID, whatever it is, because sometimes maybe your phone's dead or you don't want to use your phone. You just want to kind of throw it, there and do the meeting. So anyways, that's the only two options so far, is join and start. You cannot schedule, you cannot do anything else. As you guys just saw, the Zoom feature is super dope, easy to use, but it's really mainly for joining a call because you can't really start a new call and invite people to it unless it's like pre-made, but I think that might show up in your meetings that you have for that day. I'll have to test that out later. But what I think I would do for that is just join people's calls, get the ID or whatever it is, and then join it. You should be good. But I wish there was other features that I could use in the app. There probably will be in the update in the next one. But right now I kind of wish you could kind of crop in a little bit more because it looks like it's cropped off, because it's not full screen. So it looks like it does chop off, and that's probably a little bug that could get fixed, but we'll see. So for the dog mode part, I really like this because I have two little dogs myself, and we go out to the store or whatever it is, we keep them inside the car.
keep them on dog mode. We got the heat going, or the AC, depending on the time of the year it is and where we're at. And now we want to see the inside, because are they destroying everything? Are they eating my McDonald's I left in the back seat? Are they being stolen by someone? Now you can see the inside camera while dog mode is on. I believe it's only dog mode you can see this, but now there's a camera that you can see, the same one that you use for Zoom, for your dog. So it's super easy to use, and now it's kind of more like peace of mind, like, oh, I wonder if my dog's tearing my seats up, or if they ate the food that was on the ground, or if they're in the front seat like they're not supposed to be, or something like that, right? So it's like a snitching for dogs, who knows?
This scheduled light show, look forward to it. I am gonna be doing this, and I am very interested in how this is gonna look. I wanna get into a huge parking lot with a bunch of different Teslas, of course spelling the word sexy with them, right? And have a huge light show. And I think that'd be so much fun. But it's cool, because you could do the whole thing on New Year's and call it good. Climate control fan speed is probably really important too, because there hasn't really been too much options with that, but there is now a low, medium, and high, so I think that's really nice to use. I kind of wish they had that for the rear. So in the front there's this giant one that goes across, but there isn't really one in the rear that you could use. So I kind of want to update the rear one, unless this one is it. I haven't used it, but we'll try. Those of you who have the MyQ on your garage, I don't have this. I do not know too much about it, but it does note here that your vehicle will automatically recognize all existing garage doors if you already have a MyQ account. So I'm assuming the MyQ account is within the garage door company that you have, or whatever it is, just some type of app that you can use, like a smart home kind of thing, but for your garage. So when you pull up and you're probably like 20-30 feet from your garage, it'll open automatically, and when you leave, it'll probably close. I'll probably know more about that later down the road, but for those of you who use MyQ, there you go. The turn signal feature, I think it's very lazy. I think it's kind of like I get it, this whole car is supposed to be autopilot, automatic, whatever, but like for the people who already do their left turn and then keep their left turn on, and they're driving down the freeway for a couple miles and their left signal is still on and cars are waiting for them to pass over and they don't do it, I guess this is for those kinds of people. But a lot of the times you could just barely tap down left and then barely tap down right or upright, and it'll only blink 3 times. So for those of you who are sitting at a stop, you got to put down harder. But anyways, this helps for those of you who forget or who don't want to have to work and do it. Track mode, I'm moving to Las Vegas here next month, and I'm going to try and hit up the track a few times with the car and kind of max out my speed, my durability, and test out, you know, from 0 to 60 and everything else, how long it takes me to drive a mile, whatever it is. And the cool thing is that this now will collect the data. So you'll have a lot of data you could actually like monitor down, you know, and you could set your profiles, you can record your track time, monitor your status of your car motor, your battery, your brakes, tires in real time. I think it's very important for people who, you know, probably need to keep up to date with their car, because it's better to fix something before something's bad than find out that your tires popped or something, right? So it's always nice to have that. For media controls, I like this update a lot because I listen to music. If you can see down here in the bottom, right, we have the music icon, and you're like, huh, that must be new because I've never seen it before. Well, me neither. I pop it up and it shows me we got some Ric Flair drip on here with Offset and Metro Boomin. So it's like, it's dope. Then there's also other things here too. My current drive from charge, right? Since charge, current drive, my odometer, 7,191 miles, 7,191 miles. And then there's also tire pressure, right? 34. I need to make these at 42 each because I am in the cold weather. So luckily your Tesla does tell you. If I pop it up here, 34, and it says recommended PSI is 42. So it's something cool to really look at. So that's my favorite feature because, you know, sometimes you bring this down and you got to tap it again somewhere, but sometimes you don't have Spotify down here. Hit music again, it pops up here. It's a lot easier to change stuff here than it is in the middle of the screen. Emission Testing's via mobile app is something I've been really wanting, because the only things you could really do from the mobile app is honk, flash, or speak, right? And when you speak, it's like a deep voice, and it's actually kind of funny. Now I can hit the fart app. So if someone's walking close to my car, I'm gonna let out a huge rip, and I'm gonna see what people do, and I need to record their reactions too. If you guys like this video, please like it. Please comment down below if there's anything else you would like me to make around Tesla content or whatever it is, if it's road trips, speed tests, caps,
test this, test that, whatever it is, let me know please down below in the comments. If you got value from this video, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next video.